name's Emily Nicole, and today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of online safety and also the importance of your money management when you're online. Now, picture this, okay? I'm 10 years old. This actually happened. This is a true story and it still haunts me to this day. I am 10 years old, right? The family computer. When I was younger, we only had one computer in my household. I used it, my mum used it, and my dad used it. The family computer had been left logged on. And I decided to go on eBay and use my parents' bank account, which was linked to their eBay, to buy some items. Now, I'll admit, the items are cringy, alright? It wasn't like I bought a designer car or a handbag. No, I bought some Bratz dolls. When I was 10, I was obsessed with Bratz, so I decided to start bidding on them. What I didn't realise was, when I won the auctions after bidding stupid amounts for these dolls, now I'm talking £300 for 10 dolls, I didn't realise that money automatically came out of my parents' bank account. Because, I don't know if you know, but to have eBay or to be on a selling site, you have to link either a bank account or a PayPal to either get paid out from or paid into. So, before I knew it, I'd won all these auctions and I was like, woohoo, I'm gonna have all these dolls. I even won like a Bratz tent. Yeah, don't ask. Garden set, everything. But yeah, I didn't actually realise that when it was like, you've won, and I clicked pay now, my parents were like, where's 500 quid gone? And then my parents realised that they'd left their eBay logged in with the password infilled, you know, when it's like that bit and it says save password. So yeah, that was a bit of a horrendous experience for me. My parents weren't that bothered, but I was just so shocked at how easily I could basically, you know, just steal my parents' money. Sorry, Mum and Dad, if you're watching. So yeah, it's really important that I talk to you today about the importance of online safety and about the importance of using money online and knowing that your money is safe and secure and not being like me and, you know, accidentally causing money to go out of your account or clicking a button accidentally and then before you know it, boom, the internet has wiped you and you're like, it broke. Like, alright, we've all been there, right, when you've put a password and you just thought, oh, click save my password, I can't be asked to type it in every time I go on there. Because if you do online banking or even PayPal, if you click save my password, someone goes on there and has a lucky look and it's like, ooh, they've got such and such in their account, like, we don't want that. So, save my password can be a good thing, but it can also be a little bit of a tricky thing. Like, if you're me, I'd just rather tell someone my password because I forget my password all the time, or write it down somewhere that only you know where it is. And obviously don't write password, just write it so then you think, ah, that's my password. So I've used the word safe to basically talk through all of my top tips about managing your money online and keeping it safe. So number one, we got the S. S is for strong passwords. I know it's annoying when they're like, you've got to put a 14 long character password with numbers, letters and a little asterisk in, but it's because things like managing money online, you need a tricky password. These hackers and these people who want to rob you, you know, if you put your name as your password or the shop name with a 1 afterwards, they're going to guess it. You know, they are going to guess it. You know, you put your house number or something that they can, you know, find out, it's going to be guessed. Like, I never forget when my friend told me that her password for an online retailer was the online retailer's name and a number afterwards. And it was an easy number. It was one of the first numbers on the keyboard. And I was just like, oh my God, don't you realise that retailer on that website has access to your bank? Like, if that person guesses that password, they can be buying whatever they want on said website. Never give your passwords out to someone you don't trust. Keep your passwords safe within yourself, and also, you know, just make sure that you change your passwords regularly for regular sites. Next up is A, right? So we've done S. S is strong password. A is always ask your parents and guardians permission before buying something. If you're under the age of 18, it is integral that you ask your parents and guardians permission before you buy something online. I used to buy really weird things when I was a kid just for a laugh, and actually I wasted a lot of money. Like, another thing is apps. I think at the moment, apps, and especially games, if you're a gamer, you'll understand what I'm saying when you're playing a game and it's like, do you want to upgrade? And you've got so many options and it makes the game easier to play, or you get to go on to the next level. Definitely ask your parents and guardians if you're making a good choice with your money and if they agree with what you're spending it on online. Because again, they could help you be a savvy saver, and they could help you budget and put your money towards something else. Another thing online, I think it's easy to spend. You know, if you click on a free trial for something, and forget, like me, I've done this so many times, click on a free trial of an app, try the app out, and then I look at my bank and it's like, you have been charged $21.99, and I'm thinking, for what? Oh my god, I only played the game for a week. Parents and guardians could come in good there, where they kind of say to you, oh, remember when you signed up for this, and have you cancelled your subscription to this? You know, don't see your parents and guardians as like this big bad wolf of always saying no. You know, use them a little bit and use them to help you. Tell them your passwords. Tell them what you're thinking of buying. Tell them that what you've signed up for free for. You know, because at the end of the day, your parents and guardians, they only want to help you. They want you to, you know, they want to see you do well. They want you to save. They want you to be financially independent. Alright, you may not like it when they say no to you buying certain things, but they're doing it with your best interest at heart. You know, you are growing up and you may be an adult, but being money smart is really hard. Adults struggle with it. You know, people who have been doing it for years struggle with it. That's why such a thing as debt exists. So it's really important that as soon as you can and as soon as you feel ready to, you think about budgeting and you think about being money smart, because it'll make you more independent in the long run. So just to recap, we had S for strong passwords. We had A for asking your parents and guardians permission for spending money online. Next up, we got F. Now, F is all about finding the right balance between independence online with money and responsibility. Don't be hard on yourself if you do get caught up online, because it's sometimes it doesn't feel real, you know, when you're buying things. You know, when you go into a shop and when you buy things, you know what you're doing. You physically have to give over the money, whereas being online and making purchases online, it's all very easy. You know, you press a couple of buttons and it's done. And I think that's a little bit dangerous. That has been a little bit dangerous for me, I won't lie. I think it's really important to kind of act like when you're buying things online, would I buy this in real life? Is this legit? You know, do I feel safe? Is this a reputable store? All that stuff. Just take that into mind, because I think that will get you out of a couple of sticky situations. Never give out your personal information without asking why. There's been a lot of online scams, both on email and both on the phone. I had 2 last week. They claimed to be from PayPal, and they asked me to click on a link to confirm my account details. Now ask yourself, why is PayPal asking for my account details when I made my account with PayPal? They should know my account details, not me. I went into a shop in real life and the person said to you, alright, you just bought something, what's your PIN number? Sounds wrong. E stands for everyone starts somewhere. Managing your money online can seem like a really big, strenuous task. If you want to start becoming a saver, I started saving money when I was 14. And that may seem like an old age, but that was when I felt ready. That was when I felt like I knew enough about money and I felt, you know, confident enough to start saving a little bit here and there, a fiver here and there. And before I knew it, the money stacked up and I enjoyed the feeling of being independent with my money. And it gave me some sort of worth. It was like, I can save. So if I want to buy a tub of ice cream from Tesco, I can. You know, it may seem like a silly thing, but if it makes you feel more independent and if it gives you more freedom, then that's fine. You know, but don't expect to be, you know, number 1, saving millions of pounds, and number 2, always getting it right online, because nobody does. all I would say is that there are plenty of money schemes, like I mentioned earlier, GoHenry and savings account with your bank, and those people will help you be money smart and they will help you be more responsible with your money. You can't trip up because once the money's gone out of your account, it's gone. But you can see how much you've saved, you can see where you want to spend it. You know, it's all to help you become independent online. All the people around you and the businesses like the banks and PayPal, if you ask them questions, they're not going to, think, oh, well, you're stupid because you don't know the answer. There are people there to help you. All I would say is just be vigilant online. Never leave your passwords logged in. Make sure your passwords are strong. Change them regularly. Don't buy things you don't need, and just have fun. Remember, going online and spending online, as long as you're not silly with it, is meant to be fun.